Have you ever caught your cat staring at you with that blank, unreadable gaze? The one that makes you wonder if it even recognizes who you are? Sometimes your cat might sniff your hand, turn its head, and walk away as if you were a stranger. It feels strange, doesn't it? But what if I told you that in those moments, your cat isn't ignoring you at all? It's actually confusing you with another cat. Today, we're going to uncover the 5 moments when cats mistake humans for other cats. Each of these moments hides a small but powerful secret about how your feline truly sees you, how it interprets your scent, your body language, and even your emotions. Cats don't recognize the world the way we do. They rely on scent trails, body language, and emotional energy to understand who we are. When something changes, your smell, your tone, or even your mood, it can shift how your cat perceives you. To them, you might suddenly become a completely different creature. And that's where the confusion begins. Let's go through these surprising moments one by one and uncover what your cat is really trying to tell you when it suddenly acts like you're not the same person it knows so well.
The first moment when cats confuse humans with other cats happens when you come home carrying the scent of another animal. You might not notice it, but your cat does immediately. To them, smell is identity. Your skin, your clothes, even your hair hold a map of invisible information that tells your cat who you are. When that map changes because you've been petting a neighbor's cat, visiting a friend with pets, or even walking through a place where another animal passed, your cat's instincts start sending mixed signals. It approaches, sniffs, and pauses, its pupils widening slightly. You see curiosity, maybe confusion, sometimes even irritation. In that instant, your cat is trying to reconcile what it sees with what it smells. To your feline companion, you don't just smell different, you are different. And until it can match this new scent with the familiar person it trusts, it keeps its distance or behaves as if you're an intruder in its territory. If this ever happens, give your cat space. Let it come to you, sniff you, and rediscover your scent. Within minutes, your cat will reestablish who you are in its mind, and that quiet recognition will return, as if the confusion never existed. The second moment when cats confuse humans with other cats is when you suddenly change your tone of voice. Cats don't just hear sounds, they feel them. The rhythm of your speech, the depth of your voice, even the emotion behind your words form part of their sense of who you are. When that sound shifts, your cat's mind hesitates for a split second, trying to connect this new version of your voice to the one it knows. Imagine you're usually calm when talking to your cat, speaking softly, almost in a whisper. Then one day you raise your voice, maybe to call it quickly or to stop it from jumping somewhere dangerous. Your cat freezes, ears slightly turned back, tail twitching. It isn't just reacting to the noise, it's reprocessing your identity. In its world, tone means mood, and mood defines familiarity. A different tone can feel like a different being altogether. You may have seen it happen after a loud conversation, a phone call, or even laughter. Your cat suddenly acts wary, watching you from a distance, as if deciding whether you're still the same person it knows. It's not defiance, it's confusion. To help your cat reconnect, speak again in your normal tone. Say its name softly, let your energy settle, and avoid sudden shifts in volume. Within moments, you'll see the change. Its ears relax, its eyes soften, and it slowly walks back toward you, reassured that the voice it trusts has returned.
The third moment when cats confuse humans with other cats is when you change her movement patterns. Cats are silent observers. They memorize the rhythm of your steps, the sound of your walk, and even the subtle way you move your hands when you approach them. These patterns form a familiar language between you and your cat, one built on repetition and trust. When something about that rhythm changes, your cat notices instantly. Maybe you're walking differently after an injury, wearing shoes that sound strange on the floor, or moving more abruptly than usual. To us, it's a small detail, but to your cat, it's an entirely new signal. You may notice it pause mid-step, head slightly tilted, as its mind tries to decode the movement. Its eyes track your every motion, body tense, trying to decide whether this is a friendly cat or an unfamiliar presence entering its space. Sometimes this confusion appears when you wear long clothing that sways, or when you carry a large object that alters your shape. In those moments, your cat's brain briefly loses the connection between sight and scent. It knows your smell, but your movement doesn't match. The best way to ease this confusion is to slow down. Let your cat watch you. Speak softly, keep your gestures calm, and allow it to come closer on its own. Within moments, it will realize that beneath the strange movement, the person it trusts has never changed. The fourth moment when cats confuse humans with other cats is when you shift your emotional energy. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to human emotions. They don't just notice how you look, they feel how you are. Your mood creates an invisible atmosphere that your cat can sense long before you say a word. When your emotional state changes suddenly, maybe from calm to stressed or from happy to sad, your cat perceives it as if your entire presence has changed. To them, emotions carry the same meaning that scent does. They tell your cat whether you're safe, familiar, or unfamiliar. You may have noticed it on days when you come home tired or anxious. Your cat, usually affectionate, stays away, watching you from a distance. Its eyes narrow slightly, tail flicking slowly, unsure of what it's feeling. To your cat, the shift in your emotional energy makes you seem like another creature entirely, someone it has to relearn. This moment of confusion is never permanent. Once your emotions settle, your cat naturally relaxes too. You'll see it approach you again, rub against your leg, or settle quietly nearby. That's your cat's way of saying it recognizes you once more, that the balance between your energies has realigned. The best way to comfort your cat during these moments is through calm presence. Sit down, breathe slowly, speak softly. Cats mirror our emotional frequency, and when they sense peace in us, they find their way back with silent understanding.
The fifth moment when cats confuse humans with other cats is when you mimic feline behavior without realizing it. Cats are incredibly observant, and they interpret body language the way we interpret words. When you do something that mirrors a cat's own communication style, it can momentarily blur the lines between species in their mind. Think about it. When you slowly blink at your cat, lower your head, or stretch out your hand for contact, you're speaking in a language that belongs entirely to them. Most of the time, your cat understands it as affection, but occasionally, especially if the timing or posture feels slightly off, it triggers a response they would reserve for another cat. You might see your cat respond with a slow blink of its own, a short meow, or a sudden playful paw tap. In their perception, they're not talking to a human anymore, they're engaging with another feline. Some cats even attempt dominance gestures, such as rubbing against you aggressively or lightly biting your arm, because they momentarily interpret you as part of their social hierarchy. It's a fascinating confusion, one that reveals just how deeply cats integrate us into their world. They don't see humans as completely separate. They see us as large, oddly shaped cats who share their space and language. To strengthen this bond, continue using gentle, familiar gestures. The slow blink, the calm presence, the soft tone, these signals tell your cat that you belong to their circle and they to yours. In their eyes, that connection isn't just affection, it's recognition. When you look closely at these moments, you begin to see that your cat's confusion isn't really confusion at all. It's understanding in motion. Each time your scent changes, your tone shifts, your steps sound different, or your emotions move, your cat is simply recalibrating who you are in its world. It's not forgetting you, it's relearning you, over and over again. Your cat's mind is always searching for patterns that make sense.
That brief hesitation, that strange look, that silent pause, it's your cat taking a moment to recognize the version of you that stands before it. And every time it does, it proves how much attention it pays to you, how deeply connected it feels to your presence. By noticing these small reactions, by giving your cat time and space to rediscover you, you're already proving something essential, that you understand the quiet language it speaks. You're showing patience, empathy, and trust. And to a cat, those things mean safety. So next time your cat tilts its head, freezes, or studies you from a distance, don't take it as distance or coldness. Take it as a sign of how much your cat truly sees you, beyond the surface, beyond the moment. It's almost unsettling, isn't it? To realize that sometimes your cat isn't ignoring you, it's reinterpreting you. Every scent, every sound, every shift in energy forces it to rediscover who you are. And in that quiet process, something remarkable happens. You stop being just a human in its eyes and start becoming part of its feline world. But if your cat can mistake you for another cat, imagine what happens when it decides to show affection as if you truly were one of them. Cats have secret ways of expressing closeness, gestures so subtle and hidden that most humans miss them completely. In the next video, you'll uncover the 5 hidden ways your cat kisses its favorite human. If you want to discover how your cat has its own way of kissing you, click on the video that just appeared on your screen. I'll see you there.